So today I'm going to show you how to make these fire starters. They basically replace the need for newspaper or kindling in an indoor or outdoor fire. I've used them personally hundreds of times in an indoor fireplace, and they're great because they don't release any harmful toxins or anything, unlike some of the ones you buy at grocery stores and that, because they're made out of an egg carton, sawdust, and wax. And yeah, they're extremely easy to use. You just pile up your big logs on top of one another, stick a couple of these guys under them, light them on fire, and just forget about it, and then in about 10 minutes you'll have a nice fire. Yeah, and they're relatively cheap and easy to make, especially if you're going to make a couple dozen at once, so let's get started.
You will need a paper egg carton. Styrofoam egg cartons will not work because the paper needs to absorb the wax and act like a wick. You'll need some sawdust. If you don't have sawdust, dryer lint or shredded paper will also work, but from my experience, sawdust works the best. You'll need about 1.5 to 2 cups worth of wax. If you don't have any candles you're willing to burn, just go to the grocery store and buy some cheap candles. You'll also need a tin can and a small pot. The first thing you'll want to do is take your candle or candles and place them in your tin can, then place your tin can in your pot, and then you want to fill your pot up about halfway with water, making sure to leave at least 2 inches from the top of the tin can. Then place everything on the stove and turn your heat up about halfway or until the water starts to boil. Next we'll take our egg carton and grab a pair of scissors, and you'll just want to cut off the top and the side flap of your egg carton so that then we'll be left with the base of our egg carton. Now you can take your sawdust, dryer lint or shredded paper and fill each compartment in your egg carton up about halfway, and depending on what material you end up using and how dense it is, you may have to adjust these amounts later on. Once your wax is completely melted, use a large spoon or ladle to scoop the wax out of your tin can and pour it on top of your sawdust, dryer lint or shredded paper. Then take a toothpick and give each compartment a quick stir. Once everything's cooled down, you can use a utility knife to cut out each individual fire starter. And this is a completed fire starter, and that's about all there is to it.